Hello folks, I'm Scott Grove. Yeah, bad hair day. What can I say? I'm just here to share some more guitars that I've accumulated here recently and just give you an honest review on them. This one here, we are looking at a Purple Burst 1984 Gibson Flying V. Everything here is original with the exception of somebody went ahead and stuck a strap button here. It belongs here, but they stuck another one here. This is where it should be, but if you ever want to increase the value of your guitar, or not destroy the value of your guitar I should say, don't ever replace anything on your guitar, a solder joint, anything. But if you're going to keep it forever, then by God, this is where Gibson should put a Flying V button, not way back here. Gibson's not real bright about a lot of things, especially like where they put the jacks on them. That's a dumb place, you know. Look, to get it up here to your strap, what do you got to do? Let me get the black shirt away from the black cord. But yeah, it just never makes any sense, not half the crap that Gibson does. But other than that, what they have here, it's very light. All Gibson Flying V's are light. You're not going to find a heavy one. Okay, so it is what it is, what it is, what it is. You know, it's just your Gibson, typical Gibson Flying V. But you're looking at the 84, where they were going through some funky changes and they decided to do graphic arts on different things. And the no pickguard thing I love. Just hate pickguards. That takes up 90% of the front of a V. On the back here you have nothing but the control cavity. Typical Gibson set neck. It's not a neck through, but it does maintain the Purple Burst all the way to the back of the headstock, on the back of the neck, whereas nowadays they don't pay much attention at all to the backs of their guitars. What are these good for? Well, as it looks. Let's bring it down to the real star of the show here and take a look at it. Again, this is about as purple as it can get, so no matter how much my crappy lighting decides to make it look another color, yeah, it's purple. Okay, so just your standard pickups from back then. 2 volumes, 1 master tone, so you can still do your, you know, kill switch thing. It's dirty, of course. You won't hear it with distortion. Just like with distortion on anything, you don't hear any of the flub ups. When it's clean is when you hear all the junk. Okay, so I'm going to go just basically wide open on the guitar. Nice clean setting, just a little reverb. Both pickups on, wide open. Not what you expect to hear out of a V, but that's what you expect to hear out of me. Okay, if you're you, then okay, each pickup by itself, you go to the bridge clean, and yeah, you're gonna get that typical Gibson, because it's too close to the bridge, ice pick sound. Okay, so it's got that typical sound. Yeah, I like reverb, so sue me. Here's the neck position. It actually is a nice sounding deal. I am a single coil guy, so I always play a little harsh to the humbuckers, but they have their place, I guess. It's a hot pickup, so it does tend to drive the input stage of the amp. If I was to go down to, like, say, a good old, just slightly overdriven sound, well, a little more than overdriven, but... that is there at the neck pickup. Just a good sound. And of course you get to do all the cool little tricks, except for your guitar cord is hanging in the way. It's because Gibson and their dumbass ways puts a stupid jack in the wrong place, so you can't do the cool things you want to do. If they would think about it, they would put it up here where it belongs. underneath here with like a strap type of cup. So it goes right behind here, and the V is open. But no, you gotta deal with the stupidity of the company, which still reigns supreme today. They still haven't fixed it. Nope. Okay, anyway, so that is just barely a little overdrive on there. Go to the middle, do some rhythm stuff. Okay, so it bites good. You don't want to go with that in the bridge. It just kind of hurts. The bridge is good for other stuff, you know, the headbanging stuff. Let's go back up to some regular sounds. Straight old distortion, go to the bridge. It feeds back exactly when you expect it to and want it to. And you get your typical, just your typical humbucker sound that you'd expect to get there. Okay, so you get your good sounds there. You go to a slightly different sound. I'm going to go to the neck again. Okay, now if you guys are ever doing the wah-wah stuff, just to throw this out there for fun, I mean, it is just a V. That's all it is. There's nothing special to tell you about it. Great guitar, no. Just it is what it is. You know, it's just a flying V. But I loved them so much better back at this point. Like I said, just beyond the stupidity of, you know, the way they laid everything out. The knobs are in a dumb place. The jack's in a dumb place. The strap buttons are in a dumb place. Everything's in a wrong place. It just is. You can't find your pickup selector. It's in the wrong place. It's like nobody there plays guitar. The thing about this, though, is, like I said, it's just clean looking. I mean, there's no big, huge pickguard covering up the whole flipping guitar, which is why they still don't do. I don't know, but purple's groovy, man. You know, makes you think of the whole Prince era time. Anyway, back to a few sounds here. If you guys are ever using the wah-wah thing, and it sounds great on pretty much any guitar, of course, but I want to just throw a little hint in there. If you're going to be using a wah, it honestly sounds best, if you're using like a distortion with it, to go with your neck pickup. Everybody seems to think somewhere else, but it will sound a lot more vocal, which is what a wah-wah pedal was originally designed to do. Try to, you know, make your voice wah 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 wah, Charlie Brown's teacher, wah 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 wah, you know, type of thing. So it was meant to sound kind of like a vocoder back in the day before they actually come up with, you know, the talk box and so forth. So here we go with the wah, and I will stick it here on the bridge pickup, so you'll see just the difference between the two, because it's a lot more vocal here on the neck one. So we'll start with the bridge. Now I'll take it to the neck. So it just sounds a lot more vocal down here. Anyway, so that's it. Just nothing special. It is a V, is a V, is a V. Again, like I was telling you earlier, if you do go with the distortion, and one of these guys off. Fans out there, these were still able to do the kill switch type of thing, but it's just in a funky place. It's not in a good, nothing here is in a good place. But it's a cool guitar. So if you ever want to check one of these out, I got it for a steal because they told me it was 100% mint condition, untouched, and this thing has, because of the stupid nitro sucks, by the way. Of course, I don't know if you'll see it here, but it looks like it's been hanging on these pegs for about 300 years. The finish is all gone here. It's beat to holy put Jesus. There's just all kinds of flaws, and gotta love old Cheese Bay there. So yeah, 100% collector's mint condition piece. Yeah, I know I can return it, but for the price I got it for, the guy won't even return my mails, and I'm not going to screw with trying to get my money back. I gave $1,500 total for this and a 1978 Gibson S1 total. That's shipping included. So he wanted like $100 a piece shipping, so I jewed him down on that thing, and got a couple cool guitars. I'll hang on to them for a while. But so there it is, and for the price, like I said, I'm not going to bitch, because usually you're going to pay actually $1,500 for this guitar alone if it's in as good a condition as he said it was. And so I'm not pissed. But I got a cool guitar. I get to check it out, and if I find another one, I'll buy it, but it'll have to be mint, and then this one's on its way. Nothing wrong with this, other than I just don't like guitars with imperfections in it and things that have been modified. I'm more of a collector than a player now. So that be it. Typical big, large, frets on this thing. No surprises at all. Everything is as it should be. The Grovers were actually stock back then. So the big old large frets, these have never been replaced. Everything is fine. It's just what it is. It's a flying V, and it works. So there's all the different little sounds that you could expect to get from one. It's not actually going to be much of a country guitar, but let's try it. Nope, not much. Not a real country twanger, but then again, you're going on stage with one of these. They're not expect you to play Foggy Mountain Breakdown or Rocky Top or any of that kind of stuff. So this will not be a flat and Scruggs guitar. So there you go, the 1984, just a purple burst is what they call it. Some call it a plum burst, but it's actually just purple burst. You don't find any of these. I've been waiting forever to get one, and like I said, it landed in my lap cheap, but it will be on its way when I find a real mint one. So be looking out for the sale, kids. So there you go.